Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video, I wanted to talk about the natal aspect Venus conjunct to Neptune, and it just so happens that in our current transit right now in the sky, we've got Venus conjunct Neptune happening. So sometimes I feel like it's a really good time to focus on that aspect or meditate on that aspect when we're actually in it. And really energetically feel it. So anyways, I thought I'd do this aspect today. I actually already recorded this video too, and it didn't save, so I had some sort of Venus Neptune glitch or Mercury retrograde glitch or something going on. But anyways, here we go. Here's round two. Maybe this one will come out even better than that last video was. So this, I feel like, is one of the most beautiful conjunctions you can have in your natal chart. I feel like this conjunction works out more favorably because of Neptune being the higher octave of Venus, and Neptune ruling Pisces, Venus being exalted in Pisces, what traditional astrology texts would say. And also, just because of the feminine nature of the two planets, they are essentially compatible. Neptune acting on Venus, makes it more pure, more spiritual, more attuned to the cosmic frequency of divine soul love. And then, Venus acting on Neptune can help us really channel the divine, channel the music of the spheres and beauty and art and, this really beautiful energy into this earth plane as creativity. So they both kind of work on each other in a really beautiful way. And so I do think that this conjunction is very favorable to have and very much a blessing and showing a high degree of soul involvement, at least around the heart and love and also creativity. So, with that being said, though, there are definitely some pitfalls to this conjunction. It's not easy to hold this frequency on this planet. You are much too sensitive for this world. You're much too even pure for this world, and it can be very difficult, very heartbreaking to exist with such a sensitivity to suffering, with such a compassion for others, and with just simply such a big heart. It can be hard to exist on this planet, and especially hard to exist if we're not channeling this energy through some form of artwork or music or healing work or spiritual work, like the normal kind of life or like the 9 to 5 life. That's not going to work for people with this conjunction. And I did, just before I did this video, look up like celebrities with Venus conjunct Neptune, as I often do that when I'm doing a natal aspect, as I kind of just look at all these celebrities that have it and like meditate on that. But I can't even remember all the names because there were so many. But with this conjunction, it was just like musician, 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 and like so many musicians, like very famous, like musicians and actors and actresses, of course, as well. But it just really seems to be that the gifts of this conjunction come out so strongly in music and art, and yeah, even like the show business, like anything where you're making dreams into reality. Creativity is just so strong with this aspect. Imagination and yeah, like all forms of creation through imagination is just really gifted here. And there really is a gift for making dreams a reality. And this goes for love life, but this also goes for like dream life in general. I think that something that's often missed about this conjunction is how amazing you can be at manifesting, because your imagination is so strong, it's stronger than the average person, that you can really feel into the dream reality, the dream that you want. And so, although you're more likely to be successful, like I said, in these fields of art or music or acting or, anything creative, right, or spiritual, when you want something, like you want success, you want to be known for something, you want money, there's actually a real gift for manifesting it with this conjunction. So it is possible to live like a dream life reality with this conjunction, more so than the average person. Your life can be a reflection of like heaven on earth and beauty. And that is like, I really feel like your highest destiny. And also, we're going to talk about relationships. That's one of the biggest aspects of this conjunction. But I do truly believe that with this conjunction, you are destined for a soulmate relationship, probably more than one. This is actually a very open hearted placement. You can tend to have many loves. Neptune knows no bounds. That might actually bother some of the people that, you end up in a relationship with, because you love everybody. Like, I mean, you love your ex, you love someone you just met, you love someone you don't even know, you love that musician that you follow. Like, you love everybody, and it's in kind of an impersonal way that you love. So, for people that are more, plutonic or clingy, or, needing all of you, they're never going to really feel like they have all of you, because you're always going to love. You can't turn that off. You can't turn off your big heart, right? Now, of course, you can choose to be physically with one person only, but your love is boundless, and you can't really turn it off. It's actually a great placement for doing like any form of charity work, or like, you're really good with animals. Like, you love animals, you love children, you love like the downtrodden in society, the people that nobody else is there for. You can go and help those people. Like, you have like some of the biggest hearts in the world, probably the biggest heart in the world. And I mean, you could have other things that are afflicting Venus that'll show otherwise, but usually you're going to be a person with really high integrity, and like, you're just a really good person, and you're pure, and you love people, and you really want to make the world a better place from the bottom of your heart. Like, you could probably just cry thinking about that. And that really is a gift. It's honestly a gift. And like, your sensitivity is a gift, your love is a gift, your creativity is a gift, your empathy is a gift. Like, your sensitive energy, and especially for a man, this conjunction can be very difficult, because you might not feel like what the world expects you to be as a man, because of your tenderness and your vulnerability and sensitivity, right? But your energy is perfect. Like, both men and women with this conjunction, your energy is perfect for what you're meant to do here. You're meant to channel this high frequency. You're meant to bring more beauty, bring more unconditional love, bring like heaven on earth to this reality. And I know it can be so heartbreaking for you to look at reality and look at what is currently going on in the world, but that's not where you're meant to look. You're meant to look higher into these like heavenly angelic realms and ground that down. And I know that that might not make sense to the average person if you're watching this for someone that has Venus conjunct Neptune, but the people that do have it, you will probably get what I'm saying, because there's a very natural spiritual energy here. There's a very evolved soul energy that you're coming in with. I do think that, you're here with a new cycle of Venus and Neptune, and bringing in love energy, bringing in heart energy to this planet is part of what you're here to do. And, some of the challenges and pitfalls of this aspect is that in your relationships, this is going to be the biggest part. In your relationships, you do not always see what is there. So it's a really good idea to check and double check and triple check the people that you've fallen in love with before you get married, within 2 weeks of knowing them, because they are your soulmate. You really want to double check everything. Your perceptions in love can be off, because you expect that everybody is like how you are. You're such a pure-hearted, good-hearted soul, and not everybody else is. And, something that is probably the worst part of this aspect is that your energy often attracts people that are users, or that are manipulators, or that they sense your open energy field, they sense your givingness and your heart and your love, and they find you, and they suck you dry, and they drain your energy. And Or, it might not be conscious to them. They could just be like, you can fall in love with like alcoholics or drug addicts or people that need more than you have to give, or they need all that you have to give, and you don't have anything left for yourself or your big mission and creativity. So you have to be very aware and careful in relationships. Now, you'll probably have no problem attracting people to love and people that love you because your energy is very alluring. Your energy is very sexy, not in a platonic way or not even in a physical way. Your energy is very alluring and attractive because of your heart and because of you have this ethereal angelic sexiness, and this goes for men and women. You both have this, and people want to be around you. People want to love you. People want, ultimately they want your healing energy. You have a healing energy field. But it's up to you in this lifetime. You have to be stricter on who you let come into your field. And I'm talking friends, I'm talking partners, I'm talking business partners, I'm talking everybody. You get to choose who you are going to let into your world, because everybody's going to want to come in. And that is ultimately not for your highest good. You don't want to have these energy vampires. You don't want to have these people that just drain you in your field. And yes, you can love them and you can see them as soulmates, and maybe they are, but maybe a part of the soul lesson is you standing up for yourself and only allowing in that highest dream frequency of love and of life that is meant for you. You can't have that when you're giving to all these people that the giving is not reciprocal, right? You need to really learn and open up to a love that is reciprocal, because you're so giving that you will attract people who will take. And you want to really open your mind to, like, how about a relationship where you're the one being given to even more? What about that? Or at the very least, a reciprocal relationship where you're both extremely generous and giving. Now, that is your true soulmate person. That is what is meant for you in this lifetime. And the type of love that you're going to have, it is beyond this world. It is like nothing that most of the people that you know have ever experienced. You are destined for a true soulmate connection that is like so deep and so intimate and so beautiful. But you're going to have to probably weed out some of these trauma bond relationships. And there is a lot of learning in relationships when you have this conjunction, right? Because of your openness and your open energy field, you attract all kinds of people and you love them all. But ultimately, the one that's going to be best for you is the one that is giving to you as well. And that is this very mutual, deep soul love connection. So what else do I want to say about you guys here? Yeah, escapism is not good for you. Addictions, drugs, or alcohol yourself, probably best to be avoided, and using your energy in other ways. Escaping this world through your creativity rather than negative habits is key here with this conjunction. Cultivating beauty and surrounding yourself with beautiful people, and I don't mean physically, I mean beautiful energies and beautiful music that you love, beautiful art that you love. All of this will enhance your self-worth and your self-esteem and your ability to really create that life that is meant for you. And I'm saying that a lot because I do feel like that's one of the ultimate highest gifts of this conjunction, is the ability to create this dream life that is so beautiful. And it is like a movie. It is. And so, you're not wrong or off for having these big dreams and these high expectations. But you do have to do certain things to activate that timeline. Like I said, weeding out the people that are just not good for your energy. Having discernment in love, and also having discernment in financial decisions. If somebody comes up to you and is like, here, give me some money and I can double it for you or triple it or quadruple it, like, read that contract very carefully before you do anything when you have this conjunction, because you can be duped by people, right? And this can be financially, this can also be in love. So certain things, you have to learn, and you will learn because you're very smart with this conjunction. And your intuition, when you're not being delulu around a love relationship, when you're not being delusional, your intuition is actually very spot on. You are very psychic, you are very in tune with the truth of things. So it's about developing that, and allowing yourself to see things that are true, clarity, not what you just want to see, right? Now, the other potential on the other side of this conjunction is that nobody is ever good enough for you in a relationship. So you're either too all encompassing and open and attracting in everybody and everything, or you're not open enough because you're holding out for this dream person who actually is too perfect that they probably don't exist. So in this human realm, nobody is going to be as perfect as the way you envision it in the soul realm or in the spiritual realm. But there is someone who is a perfect fit for you in this lifetime, and you're destined for that. But you don't want to have too high expectations, expecting people to be just totally angelic. Although, not to say it's kind of a contradiction, because your relationship will be on a higher frequency than most people will ever know. But at the same time, you don't want to be too too high in your expectation that you actually just end up alone and pushing everybody away because they're just not quite perfect enough. And usually with this conjunction, you're so attractive that there's many people who want to be with you, and you can kind of have that feeling of like, well, the grass is greener maybe somewhere else. And maybe it is, but maybe it's just your Neptunian desire for perfection that can't fully exist on this planet. You can have a love that is more perfect than most, but it's not going to be exactly perfect. People are still human, right? Just like you are. So, yeah, it's a very interesting conjunction to have in the natal chart. I hope that made some sense. I'm sure it did to you guys who are so in tune spiritually, but it's even hard to translate some of this into human language because it's very profound soul love stuff. Anyways, I love you guys, sending you all the love. I would love to know your experience of this conjunction. If you have it in your natal chart, how has it been for you? Or if you're with someone who has it, what has it been like? I'd love to know. And thank you so much for your requests, you guys. Keep those requests coming. We'll talk soon. Bye.